everyone, Samurai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 14th episode of Mawaru Penguindrum. And last episode was something. I'm not sure exactly the best way to summarize it. We had Sanatosha show up. I think he did something to Himari to make her better. I'm not sure. He had like some syringe or something, apple juice. I'm not quite sure. But we also just had a lot of like the flashback stuff with Kamba and Shoma kind of clarifying some of that stuff, what they went through as kids and just how horrible all that was. But also some Tsubaki stuff talking about it and just, yeah. I'm not really sure the best way to summarize last episode, but we're here for this episode anyway, so let's jump on in and see how things go. 3, 2, 1, but the tragedy of M. So Yuri does exist still. Okay. Oh God. What did I walk into? And Jesus Christ, that's a lot of feathers. Just a big old swan. Okay. Well, I'm sure that was a great story if you saw the build up to that scene. So that's how we start the episode. I do believe we still have quite a few episodes left. Like, what more directions can this show, like, what more twists and turns can it possibly take before I reach the end? What even is going to be the end? Will I even be able to comprehend the ending, whatever it is? Probably not. Not too many is more screen time. That is quite the view you got there. Quite the view that I have. Okay, that is a development. Ouch. I don't know, I didn't get to see the moves. Can you replay it for me? I need more context to give an opinion. Ouch. I mean, she is called Yuri, I guess. Your body's secrets. Yeah, that's not exactly a good way to try to get someone back there. So I guess Yuri is pretty relevant to this episode, at least so far. I succeeded fabulously. Yeah, pretty cool car animation. I guess I should drive in animation. Because it is a nice looking car. They are really just pulling out all the stops for that car. It looks so good with like the I don't know how to describe it, the lighting and everything. And not to be distracted from your, monologue there, but it looked cool. Uh, uh, as we emphasize the empty seat, yeah. As long as you believe so, I'm sure that'll be the case. I never know what I'm going to get with this show. That's one thing I've definitely come to understand. Uh, Shoma does not seem happy. Yeah, how's that going? I'm really curious. Because you don't really seem happy. That kind of makes me worried. Uh, I mean, he's probably, trying to ignore you. I don't think that's what she wants. Yeah, you two really are not on the same page in regards to that. So far, this has not been cheerier than last episode. I'm surprised nobody's like stopping to watch this because it's kind of a scene. I mean, I can't really deny that. Oh God, that face! Oh, that's a heartbreaking face. Oh, uh, uh, that actually hurt a lot. Uh, oh God, uh, that actually kind of got me. Wow. Uh, uh, Penguin's doing its best to help. At least Himari's up. That's good. Definitely enjoy seeing her alive. That is a nice cover, I gotta say. Like 10 out of 10 magazine cover. We got our black bunnies. Yeah, he's got ways to get money, I guess. The magical apple juice. Really? That's not a bad picture either. Well, can you be more specific? What's an ampule? I don't think I've ever seen that word before in my life. The trash can. They weren't that bad. Yeah, that's such a way. we're on the same page there. Uh, I would love your handmade scarf. I would pay for it. I mean, they're even sparkling. I mean, these are not going to waste. I mean, I'd rather her siblings have them, but... Because the colors, it's obvious one's meant for Kamba and one's meant for Shoma. I have missed you. Other woman. It's a really deep pool. Luckily it's not, otherwise it'd be unfortunate to be in the pool. I would love to go for a swim with a penguin. Or with her. I hear crying. Oh, that's a good cover too. Yeah, I may not have been the best idea. Regrets. Oh! Yuri shows up when she's down on all four. Well, she's continuing to be relevant to the episode. Oh, that's a nice shot. I love the full-on view we got there. She doesn't have to use the F word in such a negative context. Such a sad context. I mean, I kind of figured. That sounds wonderful. Let us do that. Yeah, considering how much these two were headbutting earlier in the show, it's really interesting to see this sort of development between them. Like some actual just hanging out, just the two of them. Say sexy folder. How are you making this money? Oh, it's Natsume. Oh no. Oh. Did you get the ball too? Okay, this really escalated. Come on, guys. One of you should have been able to dodge one of those. Yeah, not a bad collection, I gotta say. Well, Combo, you should probably leave. Oh. Oh, wow. I mean, sure. I wish I did. Foot's a little bit close for comfort. Clan. Ooh. Oh, wow, okay. That was a lot more slick than I was expecting. Well. Please. Why, I did pick up on that. That does sound a bit concerning. And more important things. Are we at like an inn right now? Yeah, sister. Like what's the name for a traditional Japanese inn? Ryokan, something like that. More or less like taking a girl to a hotel. But wonder how things will escalate. That sounds great. Let's do that. Oh, we actually have a view of the ocean too. That's a really great location. I'm sure hot spring could definitely, yeah, make you feel better from a lot of things. I suppose it's not a bad question. Oh, that's cool. Really didn't expect that one. Very well. Was she the one that she was talking about earlier? Whew, man, those legs. It's just everyone in the show loved Momoko. It seems like it. Like I've just gotten secondhand information about her mostly, but she does seem that way. Oh, because then everything will be great. You can hear the intense ping pong in the background. Well, just for show, I guess I would explain the cheating. Oh, okay. I'd be more surprised if you didn't say you were. Everything comes down to fate in the show. Every character is connected to it somehow, has an opinion on it. Oh, wow. Wow, she does pay attention. They're sure trying to maybe ship these two. Like they're getting me into that territory. Uh, how thirsty are you? How thirsty is she? Why do you ask? Okay. I had a feeling there was so much emphasis on the glass. I was thinking maybe there was something in it. And we do have a precedent in this show for drugging people, so I did not expect this scene to go this way exactly. Uh, Okay, we really are doing this. Damn. Okay. It's a lot of sweat. And now she's gone. Okay. And you'll settle for Ringo. Seriously, that's a lot of sweat. Oh, okay. Okay, she was the one she was talking about. Okay, gotcha. That answers that question. That brings up more questions in my head, though. Yeah, that was our motorcycle girl. She steals her diary, and then she drugs her and strips her. I mean, oh god, man, she really is just going hard here. No, you can't cut. You can't cut off the episode there. Damn it! Can't just tease me with lesbian date rape like that and just cut it off. I'm actually fairly salty right now. I mean, not that I really expecting to show much of it, but still. I mean, I can talk more in the discussion segment, I guess, but bad news. Kuroa Yokan. Actually, a fairly catchy song. And of course, the apples. You gotta have the apples. Okay, but we also have someone up top that's dangling the strings. That is certainly interesting. Okay. Not a bad ED card there. Okay. Okay. Well, that was the that 14th, I think, 14th episode of Mawaru Penguindrum. And man, where do I even start with this episode? I mean, there was certainly Yuri in this episode. Like, more than I expected, for sure. So, yeah, we have Yuri doing a thing, you know, like, on-stage performances and all that, having a pretty good time with that, right? And also, afterwards, you know, we follow them back over to, like, a hotel or something, right? Where they clearly did loot things with each other. But Yuri also was done, I guess, just pieced, right? But yeah, she kind of made it very clear that there was someone special to her in the past that's not around anymore. Like, with her like monologuing and stuff, she definitely got that point across. And I was pretty sure she was not talking about Tsubaki. You know, that it just wouldn't make sense, obviously. But obviously someone important to her. But and then we had the Shoma and Ringo stuff where Shoma clearly doesn't want to interact with Ringo. He's obviously very guilty, feels very guilty about all that stuff, and he's kind of dealing with that in his own way. And yeah, I just saw there's a really sad looking expression on Ringo, which like really stung as I saw it. And we saw Himari happily like knitting stuff, and the next time we saw her, there was in the literal trash. I always feel like I missed something, honestly. But I don't know. But we also have Kamba making money for the stuff, for Sanetoshi, right, to help out the sister. That kind of was his role in the episode. And yeah, I don't think I missed anything. Like, one scene, she's happily making those, and the next scene, they just threw them in the trash. Like, I guess it's a matter of, like, being reminded of stuff that made her depressed. I don't know. I felt a little bit confused in that bit. We also got some Natsume swimming with her penguin, so living the good life over there. Talking about the woman with the other half. At that point, we had no idea who she was talking about, but now it's clear that Yuri apparently was the one with the other half, because why not? I was definitely not suspecting her as being that, because I didn't really know any kind of connection she would have with the diary or Momoko or anything like that, but, we got some answers in that regard later in the episode. But, yeah, she stumbled upon Ringo, so we got those two together. And at that point, I was kind of like, wondering how that was going to go. When she actually did talk about Momoko, and we kind of learned a little bit about that, I started to lean towards the possibility that maybe she might, how to phrase this, that she might try something lewd with Ringo. Like, I thought that was like a idea I had, but like wasn't really very confident in it, if that makes sense. But then we actually saw them together at the end, and then I'm like, that gains a little bit of confidence, because I'm like, okay, this is kind of like bringing a girl to a hotel. With things could certainly escalate here. There's just the two of them, like, they keep bringing up the sister that was obviously very important to her. We already have a precedent of Ringo trying to be Momoka, right? So, there's that. And then at some point she even mentions something about, how does she phrase it? Like, do you still want to be Momoka? She says something like that, and at that point I was like getting up to like 70% confident that something was going to go down here, right? We really did have some good shots in that hot spring scene. But my cat came to visit. But yeah, once it got to the drinking scene though, like that's when I started to like really start to suspect something, because they really lingered on that shot of her drinking the water, or the beverage, as Yuri was just kind of silently watching, and like it made it clear that there was a meaning there. And I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but then we see her like losing consciousness, and suddenly a lot of things make sense. At that point, I'm like 95% sure of where this is going, and sure enough, it does seem to be that way. She brings her to the other room, strips her, and very much approaches her, right before they just cut us off like the evil people that they are. So we'll see how things go, though. Like, she doesn't have any kind of like Shoma to like interrupt it, the same way Ringo kind of had to deal with, right? So I don't know how far this is gonna go, if she'll change her mind or what, but I guess we'll have to just wait and see. Yuri also did a lot of like, she talked a lot about her like true self and accepting her and all that, and Momoka did, but nobody else would. Like, I'm not sure exactly what that's all about, honestly. Maybe we'll get more clarification, but yeah, that was something that definitely kept being brought up. So there's no telling what this show, honestly, where it would go, really. So anything's possible. But yeah, what more can I really say about the episode, right? Like, Yuri definitely had her time to shine in this episode. It's also what Yuri is doing with Ringo is very reminiscent of what Ringo tried to do with Tsubaki, right? Like, with the whole drugging, trying to have their way with them sort of thing, right? But also, some things are kind of like reversed. I mean, because Ringo trying to be like Momoka for Tsubaki, but Tsubaki is like But in the case of Yuri, like, Yuri's trying to make Ringo into Momoko for her purposes, right? So it is interesting how things are kind of like flipped around with this whole scenario. We also have Kanba continuing to like make money for Himari's sake. Have they actually clarified exactly what he's doing to make this money? I don't. If they did, I missed it because I don't quite get it. He just keeps like going to this train and people just offer him money. I don't quite fully get all that what that means. But yeah, in the case of Yuri, like I kind of forgot, but at the very beginning, yeah, the one person that she was with did mention something about her body's secret. So like the only thing I could think of is that she has a penis. That's the only real guess I could possibly think of about when I hear the term body secret. That's kind of usually what comes to my mind. But I guess we'll see one way or the other eventually, hopefully. But yeah, I really just want to. I kind of just want to jump into the next episode with that freaking cliffhanger, right? But because like the episode really was not a very happy one for the most part. Even the one thing that seemed like it could be a happy thing, you know, Yuri and Ringo hanging out, having a good time, you know, talking about her sister, it obviously escalates into date rape, so you can't really call that a happy, positive scene at the end of the day, you know. But yeah, the last couple episodes have not been super cheery, really. Which I don't know, that may be a theme going forward. It would be nice if things can improve, but never expect that, and you'll never be disappointed. But really, it was nice to see Himari happy and awake for a little bit when we got to see it. I guess that was some positivity to take away from the episode, even though it did transition into throwing it in the garbage and being a bit more depressed. But anyway, that was the 14th episode of Mawaru Penguindrum. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.